Welcome to the Brothers of Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome back to the Brothers of Wrestling Podcast with your host, Logan and
Hayden.
And welcome to another episode where, let's just say Monday Night Raw was low-key one of the bigger Raws they've had in a while. They jam-packed a lot of stuff into that episode. There was so much stuff from start to finish. And we'll get to the main event. Don't worry. We'll get to that. Hayden's got a lot of feelings about that. But first, we need to talk about how they opened Monday Night Raw. With Sami Zayn coming down in the convertible with the title. He's feeling good. And then Cody comes up to him. And Sami goes off on his little tangent about how he doesn't believe Cody. And saying how he doesn't want Cody to get... he doesn't want to get on the title shot. He doesn't want to get swoop him back in and take his spot back. But Cody just said he wanted to wish him good luck and say how congratulations, all that kind of stuff. But Sami doesn't believe him. And then Gunther comes out of nowhere, which we thought Gunther was suspended, but apparently nobody cares about that. So Gunther attacks Cody, power bombs him through a table, and then smashes his head into Sami's car with the door. So Cody gets taken out, and our theory was wrong. We thought it was going to be Cody Sami. It ends up not being Cody Sami.
Yeah. What I'm going to say about the opening is, first off, congratulations to Sami for what he did with the title. His social media work with that title
was great.
Amazing stuff.
He took it to the park with his kid.
Swinging it, eating with it, having it in the car as the passenger.
Yeah, he had it for like 9 days. He did a lot of work with it.
Great stuff. This opening segment was WWE's attempt to swerve us into thinking that what we thought was going to happen, which pretty much everyone was on the same page. You're going to get Cody and Sami's probably going to lose.
Yep.
And they decided to take it in a whole other direction, which I give them props for, to not be so predictable. As soon as this happened, I was already done. Because I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, me too.
After this. And I hated every single second of the rest of the show. For that reason alone. I hated every single second.
Well, I do want to talk oh, okay.
I want to finish.
Yeah.
This opening segment, though, did a lot of things that I loved. You get the swerve. I love a good swerve. I don't want to always... Like, there's the people that make predictions. We do a lot of predictions on the show. There's the people that do predictions. I don't really ever want to be right with my predictions. You know? Like, I don't want to sit here and feel like I can tell you exactly everything that's going to happen.
Yeah, there's nice
what's
mystery.
Fun with that?
Yeah.
So I love that they swerved us at the beginning of the show.
But they swerved you into something that we knew was going to happen.
Well, that's the problem with what I had a problem with. Now, I get there's people that aren't going to have a problem with that. That's fine. I have a big problem with it. But what I liked is that I wasn't super excited to see Cody beat Sami. Because I felt like that was just kind of a retread of nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
It didn't make a lot of sense. So that part of the swerve I really liked. That Cody wasn't the one that's going to beat him.
But
I like the subtle nod of like the blood coming out of Cody's ear.
Yeah, this Cody guy, he's got to have some sort of brain damage or something. He bleeds out of that ear way more than he should.
I like that little key touch there that he was really hurt. You knew he wasn't going to be able to come back out and wrestle after that. I like that Gunther still was screaming at Nick Aldis, who came back, and they were yelling at each other.
Yeah, nobody cares about suspensions anymore.
They were both back for this episode, and then Pierce and Aldis get into it.
Yeah, a little tension between them.
Which they've always had a little tension throughout their run together.
Yeah, they're both indie guys. They both got that respect for each other.
Yeah, I mean, they're always cordial, but they always have that little tension of like, I'm better than you, right? And Pierce is always like, well, yeah, maybe. You only held the NWA like twice. I held it like 5 times. I don't know why you're acting like you're better than me, but that kind of tension.
Yeah.
So now with this whole thing with, and I like the fact that they acknowledged the stupidity of what they did with putting this match on Raw. With all the saying, you stole my main event because it's a SmackDown title and they're putting it on Raw.
Yep.
which makes sense because Pierce is Raw, and he's taking what he can by being the SmackDown GM and taking it to Raw. So it makes sense for what they're doing, and that's why I liked a little bit of that tension. I like that Gunther still looks like a beast, even though he's had the problems with losing lately. I think that helps his character. So the beginning segment, everything they did in that beginning segment was perfect. It's just the fact that I knew where it was leading to is what I really, really hated.
Yeah, and they tried to play it off like, oh, who's the mystery guy going to be? Like everybody doesn't know.
Come on. I mean, we're not idiots.
And then we go.
I mean, that would have been the ultimate swerve.
If it wasn't
brought out a Randy Orton.
Yeah, if it wasn't who we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, or Kevin Owens. Imagine if it was Kevin Owens. God. But
I think that place still would have erupted, but
they would have erupted. But then they would have done the quick realization that we're not getting.
Yeah, they would have hijacked it.
So no, we're done. So.
But then we get into the ring after, I think it was a commercial break. We get into the ring, and Seth Rollins comes out, and he cuts a promo, and this was a weird promo from Rollins.
My boy, Seth, just stop, buddy.
It felt very unnecessary.
Yeah, almost. This whole segment was pointless.
Yeah, it was a very weird segment in general. And then LA Knight interrupts him. He talks about how Roman's the chosen one. That's basically his entire promo.
Well, so the Seth promo, I just want to say, totally pointless and totally, what's the right word for it? Like he has no sense of reality. Like his whole promo is like, I'm the one who's been here. I've done this. I'm on top. Roman's not here. Roman gets paid 10 times more than me, and I don't care about the money. It's like, okay, bro, but like, you're acting like you've been held back your entire life.
Yeah.
You've literally been like champion forever.
He's one of the greatest, yeah.
You've been on top of this company since you Plan B'd Roman Reigns up the butt with the chair.
I don't know if that's the right phrase you should use.
What, did he not? He shoved that thing so far up
Plan B'd him up the butt? That's not really the greatest.
He Plan B'd him right up the butt, man. Right up the butt. And took out Roman. He's been on top of this company since then. And you're trying to convince me
that he's the underdog.
2026. That happened in 2014. And you're trying to convince me in 2026 that you're the underdog character. Dude, you've been a multiple-time world champion.
Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer.
You're going to be a future Hall of Famer. You were started in one of the greatest factions that's ever existed in the Shield. That's how you debuted.
Yeah.
People would die to debut in that kind of situation. You were, before that even, were the first ever NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like you were like toiling in NXT. You were the main guy in NXT before you came up.
Yeah, he was a Dusty guy. He was a Triple H guy.
You have main evented multiple WrestleManias. You really have never been out of the world title picture.
He's had some of the biggest moments in wrestling history.
Yeah. Oh, they gave you on a silver platter with like roses and like a coronation. They gave you the heist of the century with the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. And so don't tell me that Roman's always been the main eventer. You stole the main event from Roman Reigns. That was supposed to be his main event WrestleMania win. And you stole it from him with the heist of the century.
It was a very weird promo that Rollins
And you're trying to convince me that he's the golden boy? If anybody's gotten treated like crap in his career, it's been Roman. Have you ever got dog food thrown on you, Seth? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
So
and then
but what made that promo so much worse was the fact that you bring out the guy that should have cut that exact promo out to confront him.
Yeah, it was very strange.
What?
LA Knight interrupts him, and LA Knight is the guy that should be cutting the promo where
that's his promo
that he's been like overlooked and he's been disregarded and forgotten about and nobody cares about him and all that kind of stuff.
It blew my mind. As soon as I heard his music, I was like, "What are we doing?"
And LA Knight, he in theory cuts the same promo.
Oh well, LA Knight's promo is amazing because his promo makes sense.
Because his promo is real. Because he has that real stuff that he did on the CVV show, and he has the real tension and stuff.
Yeah, and he's getting held down by these guys. He's old, and I get it. I'm tired of the people talking about LA Knight's age. Okay, he's old.
He is kind of old
for wrestling, but he's so young in terms of main event potential.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a shot and let's see what happens.
If they don't give him the money in bank this year, they'd never give him a shot.
They've had so many false starts with him. He's had so much momentum. The fans love him. He's getting cheered out there, and Seth's supposed to be the big face going into SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. It was very weird to pair these two guys up.
And LA Knight's out there smoking him and everything he said was true. That's what the best part of his promo was.
Oh yeah.
That what has Seth done to earn this title match? In
all he did was say, "Brother, hey brother."
Exactly. He played the brother card on Roman. He knew Roman was going to accept the match. He did nothing to earn it.
And he said
he didn't win the tournament like Obo did to actually deserve it.
Yeah, LA Knight said
maybe if he would have won the tournament.
I remember a time where you had to win matches to get title matches.
Yeah. I mean, the only saving grace is he won the steel cage match. That's the only thing that even you could be like, well, he did win the steel cage match.
And then Seth says that there is no line when it involves Roman. He's always at the front of the line.
Exactly. And I get why LA Knight would be ticked off about that.
Yeah,
I'd be ticked off about that. LA Knight can't ever get a shot. And then he keeps getting attacked by the Bloodline.
Yep, Jimmy comes out.
And then he keeps getting attacked by the Vision. Like, his whole promo was like, every time I get a chance at one of you guys, you pieces of crap, then he got like 6 henchmen that I got to take out on my way to take you guys out.
Yeah, Jimmy.
And it's so true.
Jimmy Uso shows up and he super kicks LA Knight, takes him out.
Yep,
and he screams, "Keep my family's name out your mouth." Little
yep. So we got the
Will
Jimmy
Smith action there.
Oh no, they're keeping that storyline progressive. So some people are telling me that's I've been reading stuff where they think it's going to be LA Knight and Solo versus the Usos.
That's what I pitched.
I feel like you got to have Jacob in there, and later we do get LA Knight was going after Jimmy. And then Jacob just smoked him.
So they kind of put that in there.
So you get Jacob showing that he's, even though he's not a big fan of the Usos, he's still the protector. Nah, but he's not a big fan of Jimmy either.
Yeah, but he at least respects Jimmy a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He's not going to acknowledge Jay.
Yes, he does not like Jay, but it's nice to see him in a role where, he keeps coming out with Roman, but he's all in on the family because he smokes LA Knight before he can even take out Jimmy.
Yeah, but in the parking lot, yep.
In the parking lot, yeah. So, but yeah, LA Knight, amazing promo, and what a waste of time for Seth. Because all you did was give him a crap promo, one, and that would have been bad enough. But then you had me hook, line, sinker last week.
Oh yeah,
when they're
great
like
promo.
In tears, talking about this match, and then you come out this week and lay that egg. And then you make it worse by bringing out the guy who should have cut that promo, and then he just smokes.
You think they thought about that?
The mic. I just don't know what you're thinking. Why would you do that? LA Knight has nothing to do with that storyline.
No, not really.
So why?
Except for the fact that he's been held down and Rollins hasn't.
The only thing I can think of is you bring him out there and you're still going to start building him, but like they've done that so many times, like I can't think that way.
They're not building LA Knight. They hate LA Knight.
Why would I think that? I know. It's like, why would I think that when every time I think they're going to do something with him, they screw him? It doesn't make any sense. So.
And then we get a little bit of a nugget between Aldis and Pierce because Pierce is yelling at Gunther backstage for taking out Cody. And then Aldis starts yelling at Pierce and blaming him for Cody getting attacked because Cody shouldn't even been on the show in the first place.
I do like what Gunther's doing with the subtle jabs at Aldis.
Mm-hmm. He keeps talking about how he's a failed wrestler and all that kind of stuff. And
we get the failed wrestler comment at Night of Champions, and then this time we got a failed general manager comment.
Oh yeah, he's pushing me.
So he's kind of attacking.
He's pressing the right buttons.
So I like that he keeps poking the bear, as they say.
And then we go into.
I do want to say, since that's the last time we see Gunther.
Yeah.
That I did read something today where there's a thought that it might be Gunther Royce Keys at SummerSlam.
Gunther Royce Keys, interesting.
And I don't
how do we get
see
there?
how that makes any sense. Exactly. Yeah. Why?
Have they even interacted?
The only thing I could think that would be the possibility is that Gunther
pick
calls
somebody to
out
represent.
Aldis, and Aldis says, "I'm not going to fight you."
Yeah.
Kind of like what Pierce did with the Roman
Yeah.
feud they had a little while ago, where Pierce brings out KO, I think,
Yeah, I think so.
for that match.
So he like
And
has a representative, like
yeah,
the Battle of the Billionaires.
yeah, that's about the only way I feel like that would come about.
Okay.
But it just seems
I don't
weird.
like
I don't
that.
know why he wouldn't just go all.
If you're gonna do Gunther Royce Keys, you got to have some meteor
Aldis
story.
Gunther has me so interested in that match. I don't know why you'd waste.
Yeah, and Aldis he
it
can
with
still
Royce
go.
Keys.
He's not an old man.
Yeah, I mean, why? Like, you let him have one match in WWE, let him go out on a Shield, and then we get Gunther.
And it furthers the
putting another
career
guy.
killer.
Yeah, I don't see what the big.
Why would
deal
you ever
is.
want to go away from that? I don't know. But then we go to maybe one of the low key biggest parts of the night, the Street Profits and the Vision for the tag team titles. And I was on the record saying Profits aren't losing the titles. I admit I was wrong. I didn't think this was going to happen. But before the match, we have the Vision somewhat not broken up now, I guess, because they're getting interviewed by Jackie Redmond. Before they go out, they're in Gorilla, and Paul Heyman comes up to him and says, he basically tells them that they all suck. And he says that if you don't come back with anything meaningful, then don't come back at all. So I originally had written down that, Vision's broken up because they're losing the tag titles. They're not going to win the match. But
I will say,
okay,
as soon as that happened, I thought this is where Braun
turns.
and lays out Theory, and he's going to come back to Heyman and say, "I took him out. I took out the problem."
Yeah,
And then I could see Braun and Heyman going on together.
I didn't.
So that's where my
envision
mindset was.
what happened. So
nice play on words there.
I will
Nice.
say before we get into what happened, Twitter was not happy that the Vision were the tag team champions. They are very upset that Braun Breaker is still toiling around as a mid card tag guy.
I did
Instead of-
find that weird
What?
myself. That they decided to give him the title.
Yeah.
Braun with
So-
Theory.
The Vision win the tag team championships, but it's because of a certain blonde woman. And I will admit, when she first showed up, I thought it was Liv Morgan.
No.
I don't know why. Just her curled Maxine. So Maxine Dupree shows up.
What, the booty shorts?
It was the outfit she was wearing. It was the curled blonde hair. For a second, I realized it was Maxine pretty quick, but for a split second, I was like, "Is that Liv Morgan? Like, what's she doing out here?"
You're with me, Leva.
So then Maxine Dupree shows up. So basically, what happens is Logan Paul has two sets of brass knucks. He uses one as a distraction, and then he's got the real set that he's going to give
I've
to
never seen
Theory.
someone have so many brass nuts.
I don't know. I guess he won for both hands. If he gets in a dust up in the back or something, I don't know. Got to protect yourself. So Logan Paul's distracting the referee as Austin Theory's going to try to use the knucks, and Angelo Dawkins ends up with the knuckles. So he puts them on his fist, and he's going to go take out Theory. Theory's kind of in the corner on the ground trying to like get away from the knucks. And Dawkins is slowly walking up to him. Maxine Dupree shows up behind Dawkins, and she low blow. She gets all of it. I don't think Dawkins going to have any kids.
He didn't want that smoke.
She gets all of the junk of Angelo Dawkins.
Sackage.
And he goes down.
Whole diameter of it.
Theory rolls up Dawkins, gets the title back, and then Maxine kind of jumps into Theory's arms, and they go all the way. They make out a little bit. And there was, oh my God, everybody on Twitter was freaking out because, oh, Maxine, she's married. What happened? Like, what are we talking about? They're acting. This is actors.
I know.
It's
It's like we watch a movie and I'm watching. I need an actress. I'm trying to think of a movie I've recently watched.
Zendaya's she's marrying Tom Holland. So
okay, yeah. So she's getting.
There's that movie where she's like in a three-way with two guys in that tennis movie.
Yeah, she's getting batted around the court.
Yeah.
And then no one says nothing about that.
No, nobody cares about Tom. Well, I think there were memes about Tom Holland for that movie.
But then you get Maxine making out with Austin Theory on the show.
Yeah, they're like, there's people like speculating if Maxine got divorced or something. Like, what are we talking about? They're actors in a storyline on TV. It's not.
And then her, whatever, husband, fiance.
I think they're married. Yeah.
And he posted something that said, I didn't know so many people cared about me.
Well, yeah, he's actually
he's in NXT.
Yeah, he's the dude that I don't like. He's the new guy. I forget his name.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember his name
I
either.
forget whatever, but he's not very good. Well, he's fine. He's young.
Let's
But
not
anyway,
get
no,
ourselves in
it's not about
trouble.
him.
10 years down the line, he's main event WrestleMania. They
It's
come
not
back
about
to
him.
this episode.
I think the problem that people were pointing out was, at least some people were, is that they had mentioned that Maxine was married on TV. Like that was part of her Intercontinental run. Is that they had
Yeah.
mentioned that? So that does kind of get a little like now it's in kayfabe that she's married to somebody
Yeah.
else.
To be fair, like we got to stop caring about this stuff.
Yeah, I know they did with the whole Liv Dom thing.
I mean, oh my God, Liv just came out and said she's in a relationship.
She just married or she's just dating some guy now.
And then people were like, "Oh God, how does Dom feel?" Dom's
Oh,
married.
I didn't even tell you. I saw there's these fans. These I'm assuming they're women, but I don't know for sure. That are like the biggest fans of Liv and Dom's relationship, and they were like panicking when they found out that Liv had this boyfriend. Like they were panicking.
Bro, Dom's been married for like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
now.
Dom's been married for a while now with
I
some
think he got
random high
married when he
school
was still with
sweetheart that he had.
Rhea. I think that he got married when he was still with Rhea
I think so. Yeah.
on the show.
But
So,
it's like unbelievable. They like form these attachments with these characters, and then they can't separate the real life from the fiction. It's insane.
A TV show, people. It is a TV show. Just because sometimes it got real, like Edge and Matt Hardy and Lita,
Yeah, true.
but that was a real thing that they used.
Hmm.
They used it as
Yeah,
they.
I'm pretty sure
the
Theory's
guy
dating
said-
some girl too. It's not Maxine.
They said, "Hey, this is a real situation. Will you guys use this situation?" Yes. Okay, now it's on the show. That's the problem with kayfabe, though, is people can't tell the difference anymore.
No, not anymore.
It's like, okay, it's on the show, but it's real. It's like, no, if it's on the show, it's not really real. Everything's
enhanced.
work, brother. Everything's work, brother.
Everything's a work until it's not. You work
Why
yourself
do we
into a
not
shoe.
understand that? Everybody tells us that. You get all these old guys, and everybody tells you it's work. Everything's work. Everybody's working you all the time.
Oh my god, I just remembered something. This doesn't have
It's
anything
like,
to do with
yeah.
our episode, but I just want to quickly tell you. I watched the Dark Side of the Ring with Jeff Jarrett. They had like the first part.
Oh. Well, what are you? We might be doing a whole show about that. So
I just wanted to tell you that Russo is the dumbest person I have ever seen in my entire life.
Of course he is. Of
I
course he is.
I am the most.
How do we?
I'm the
know
biggest
that.
fan of Jim Cornette ever.
We know that, bro.
The
I
stuff
did
that he
see
says in the interview for the Dark Side of the Ring. Oh my god.
Didn't he say something when they're talking about how much they hate each other? Does he say something like, "It's a TV show, bro"?
Yeah.
Or
He
something
says
like that?
he says I created TNA, the name TNA. Like it's my idea. Like, oh my god, it's unbelievable.
Oh,
But that's
he
a tangent because you were talking about a work and a shoot and all that kind of stuff.
If you want to, I know if we got the fans out there that love the show, whatever, but you want to go listen to a psychopath show, go listen to Coach and Bro, and just listen to the egomaniac vomit that comes out of those two idiots' mouths. My God, I don't know how they still can even get people to listen to them. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe
I've never met two people that have just no common sense of how the world actually views them.
Maybe we'll do a whole episode on the Dark Side of the Ring Jeff Jarrett edition because that is quite the story. But back to the topic.
It's crazy.
Back on track. We get the Maxine jumping into Theory's arms, and they make out, and then a little bit backstage. Well, first we get Cody in the trainer's room, and we get the notification or the announcement that Cody's not going to be able to compete. He's got to go get tests done and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so that leaves the main event open for the secret surprise superstar. But then backstage, we get Paul Heyman back up with the Vision, and he says that it's the first step. So the Vision's not done yet, apparently.
Yep, and I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. I thought they'd be done.
I think they should have been. I was in agreement with you. I'm in agreement with you.
I'm in agreement with you.
But they're not done.
But I did love he just loves digging at Theory.
Yep.
Because he says somebody finally stepped up.
And it was Maxine, yeah.
And it was Maxine. Classic
She
line
did.
by him.
And then they get in the big SUV and they drive off, and then we see Otis and Tazawa. Heartbroken. Heartbroken. Tazawa even put
where this is going to lead.
Tazawa even put a tweet out saying family or something with a broken heart.
Mm-hmm. So I'm curious if this leads to them having a match with each other. I doubt it'd be at SummerSlam. But
No, they wouldn't do that at SummerSlam. Come on.
I could see this leading to something where it is Otis and Tozawa and they're getting beaten down by the Vision and Gable tries to come out and save them and
Yeah,
do
I
something
I do want. I
in that
think they
way.
need to get back with Gable at least a little. Not maybe not full time, but
I could see Gable being the one to save them.
yeah.
Um,
Although I still am in the mindset of Gable's coming out on AAA to save Grande. So
but I did want to throw something out in terms of where they could go.
yeah, sure.
If you are going to bring out somebody to join Alpha, what are the Alpha Babes now? I think they go by Alpha Babes more than they go by Alpha Academy. But
I think that's just their. That's just because that's what Otis says. So
well, I know, but I'm just saying. I think once Gable left, they really stopped trying to do the Alpha Academy.
probably
Thing, that was kind of his thing. Anyway,
well, he was the teacher. Yeah.
If they're going to do some kind of 6-man tag with Maxine, you know who I'd love to see join the Alpha Babes? I think she'd be the perfect character to join them. Call up Thea Hale.
Call up Thea Hale
And have her be the she is that type of character.
That is true. She's kind of got no direction right now in NXT.
And she's doing nothing. Let her come up.
Ever since Chase U broke up, she hasn't done anything.
She would fit perfectly in that group.
I don't hate that.
Humor alone. Let her come up and be that new kind of not mascot, but like manager type character for him.
Just somebody to bounce the comedy off of with Otis and Tozawa.
Oh, I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that's good. I thought you were gonna say Kendall Gray for a second. I was like, oh, here we go.
No. You need to have someone who has that humor.
Yeah, she's got a bland right now.
Thea Hale's got that humor. So
I don't like that, or I don't hate that. Is what I should say. That is
okay. Jesus,
that's a good idea.
My thoughts out there. I don't like that.
But it's just it's bad for Thea Hale because she just hasn't had anything to do since Chase U broke up. She had that
that's what I'm saying.
North American title run, but that kind of got screwed up by the bad finish with Blake Monroe and everything. And
yep, I mean this could be your new Chase U basically for her.
Yeah, maybe
she did good.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
So that's just my thought about who to if you're gonna have them go against Maxine, who would you bring up to join that?
And that makes sense. She's got that personality.
Nothing to do. Let her do it.
She's kind of a comedian type of guy or type of character. So then we go throughout the rest of the show. We get the Sol Ruca, Raquel Rodriguez Intercontinental Championship match. Sol is able to retain after Judgment Day gets taken out and all that kind of stuff.
People really thought Raquel was going to win, but
I think she might have. She probably should have.
Probably, but I just couldn't see him taking off so quickly. She really hasn't got a chance to do anything with it.
No, not really.
I wasn't thinking they were going to take it off her that quick, but.
And then
I don't know. Raquel's kind of in that weird spot where it's just like, without being in the tag team thing, like, what is she really going to do? So, just kind of stuck right now, just being the bodyguard of Liv.
Then we get Penta, and he's doing an interview talking to. Then he gets talked to by Ethan Page and Rusev, who's become more of a tag team now. And then they build up
that pairing.
A Chad Gable Dragon Lee match against Page and Rusev later in the night. We have Liv and Roxanne trying to help Raquel in that match, but Io Sky is the one who came out and cost her. So, so I think it's going to be Io versus Roxanne next Monday or this upcoming Monday.
Okay, yeah, it'll be a good match.
And then Paul Heyman comes out. He cuts a promo on Oba Femi about how Brock's going to destroy him, and then Oba comes out because Oba wanted to give Paul Heyman a face to talk to. And Oba basically just says the same thing. He says he's going to destroy Brock. So it's just basically Brock's going to destroy Oba. Oba's going to destroy Brock.
Well, so you're very generalizing this promo. I thought this was a great.
It was. I'm not saying it's a bad promo. No.
You get Paul Heyman out there, who basically runs down the career of the Beast, and
doesn't he call it the Broctagon? I think at one point.
Yeah, the Broctagon. Yeah, and he praises the Beast, and you get the whole history of Brock Lesnar. And then you get Oba come out. And you get and this is why I love Paul Heyman. Because he's one of the best at just the smallest of details. And you get Oba. And it's as the confidence in Oba grows in the promo, the farther Heyman is moving away from him.
Yeah, you can't really get any farther. He's in the corner, backed up on the ropes.
He eventually gets to the corner. And we get... Now, I did listen to a little bit of Busted Open about this segment, and they kind of didn't like the way Oba was talking here because he's supposed to be this big face. But me personally, I loved it He is such. I mean, his character is supposed to be the ruler,
Yep.
and rulers are not like if you're thinking of a ruler, he is going to be harsh when he is up against something that he despises.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Oba goes in this promo basically telling Paul that he's going to go into Brock Lesnar's home state. He's going to go inside the cell. He's going to beat Brock to death in front of his wife and children.
You don't bring up Brock's wife and children.
I mean, it doesn't get much colder than that. And the look on Heyman's face of just sheer, like almost like
he can't believe he said it.
You might be telling the truth. Like that's what that face gives me. Like I'm honestly worried about the Beast, and that's how you build Oba as a character. Because now you have this threat of like, is Oba really going to be finally the one that finally puts the Beast to bed? Brock's never lost inside a cell. Is he the one that's going to finally put Brock Lesnar down?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this whole match is being built around. Does Brock finally found the one guy that's going to put him down? Because he's been looking for that his whole. It reminds me, Brock Lesnar's character reminds me entirely of. I don't know if some people might not watch Invincible, but what's his name? Battle Beast.
Oh yeah.
You know how he's just always looking for someone to fight until
he's always looking for a better battle.
That's what the character of Brock Lesnar reminds me of. He just is always looking for the next fight until he finally finds the one fight that he's not going to win. And that's what this match could be at SummerSlam. Is his final, like, he's always going to have the confidence that he's going to win. But you could almost, like, if that match ended with, like, Oba finally hitting him, and then you get to see Brock, and you almost see the relief after Oba wins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's finally, like, I finally found the guy that took me out. Like, I'm happy now. That's what I want this match to be built into.
Yeah, think of all the legends that couldn't take out Brock. Cena, Triple H, Undertaker.
I mean, Shawn Michaels. I mean, Kurt Angle. I mean, he went to MMA. Randy Couture. They talked about that. Randy Couture. Frank Mir.
Yeah, hearing Oba say Randy Couture was really weird.
Shane Carwin. I mean,
Shane Carwin.
Hey, he was a monster in his prime. I mean, all these guys that Brock Lesnar just put down. I mean, they're legends. And I don't know. This match is probably the one I'm most intrigued by. I think I'm most invested in Roman Seth because I know this is probably their last fight, and it's going to make me really sad and emotional. But if I'm talking about pure investment in one of the matches so far, it's got to be Oba Brock. Now, do I think Oba's going to win? Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
He better.
But I'm seriously intrigued of like how this match is going to go. Is it going to be a full-on brawl? Is it going to be quick? Is it going to be using the cage, blood everywhere? Like, this match could go so many different directions, and I'm just so invested in it. And some people might not like the babyface talking about beating down somebody in front of the. I love it. I love the intensity that Oba has for this match.
Yep.
You got to match the Beast. Just he can be a face and still be super intense. That's fine. So, I think that's going to be insane at SummerSlam.
And then we get the backstage stuff with Sammy and Jackie. She's interviewing him, telling him that Cody's not going to be able to compete. And the thing I like about Sammy, and the thing why I think he's still a heel, even after the title win and how much of an ovation he got.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he smiled when he heard that Cody wasn't going to be able to compete.
Oh, and he tried to get out of the match.
The old Sammy, he wouldn't have smiled. He would have been upset because he loves to fight. He wants to defend his championship. He wants to do all that. But this Sammy's different. This Sammy smiled. He was happy. And then Pierce comes up to him, tells him there's still going to be a match. They've got some sort of mystery opponent for him. Mm-hmm. We go to the match. What?
I was just going to say, Sammy talks about, he's going to take his attire off. He's going to try to figure it out.
Yeah, he's going to relax. Yeah.
and then they cut him off and say
That's not the old Sammy, the Sammy that we know and
no,
love.
no.
And then we go to the Dragon Lee tag team match with Gable versus Paige and Rusev. The match itself isn't like that
It's fine.
important or anything. It's a fine Raw match. It's good. But the end of the match is what matters because you get Rusev tapping out Dragon Lee with the accolade, but he doesn't ever release him. So then Theory tries to hit the Chaos Theory, or Gable tries to hit the Chaos Theory uh, on Rusev, but Paige is able to stop him. And then Rusev puts Gable in the accolade, and then Joe Hendry, somebody must have said his name. Joe Hendry comes out. He tries to make the save, and he doesn't do much. Paige takes him out. Rusev hits him in the accolade and destroys Joe Hendry. And where are we going with Joe Hendry? Is he just like a random B character now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's totally a B character. They need to find the Logan Paul thing screwed him because that was going to be his end to get a good first.
Yeah, he came up with that song,
and now he's stuck.
And then Logan Paul gets hurt.
He can't do anything with Logan Paul now. And he's not in a tag team to go after the Vision. So he's just kind of floating in the ether now. So, but this match was basically used to set up they announced what they're doing next week. Did you see that?
I don't think so. What are they doing?
So they're doing a number one contender. Hold on, let me make sure I think it's a gauntlet match.
I did see this. Yes, I did see this.
Number one contender.
Gable's in
gauntlet
it.
Or Battle Royal. I can't remember.
I think it's Battle Royal.
Right? Oh, let me look to make sure we don't tell people the wrong thing.
Maybe there's a gauntlet. I don't know.
I thought it said gauntlet, but then I could have.
It's a number one contender for Penta's title.
Yes, for the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam.
And my theory might come true. My prediction from Past the Pen.
Yep. So my prediction's not right. So because Rey Mysterio is not in the match, I was pretty surprised.
He is 50 years old. Got to give him some breaks.
Let's see what it says here. It's a gauntlet match.
Okay.
So we have Dragon Lee, Chad Gable, Joe Hendry, Rusev, Ethan Page, everyone involved in that match. We also are getting Javon Evans.
Ooh, spicy.
And Dominic Mysterio is involved.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So you're getting all those guys in a gauntlet match to determine the number one contender.
And the right move is to make Gable win.
I mean, that would make the most sense.
I wouldn't mind seeing Page and Rusev go after the Vision for the tag titles. I know they're both heels, but
yeah, they're both heels. They're not gonna do that. That would have made more sense if the Street Profits were still champions.
Which is why the Street Profits should have won. But whatever, we gotta have the Maxine thing.
I mean, they could have done the Maxine thing and not had the tag titles. They didn't have to be part of the Vision to have Maxine join. Yeah, a theory. So whatever. But so yeah, so we're getting that match next week. A good gauntlet match. I love a good gauntlet match.
And hopefully Gable wins.
What's your favorite gauntlet match ever?
My favorite gauntlet match ever? I don't know. I don't have one off the top of my head.
Mine is Kofi. The one that led to Kofi Mania.
Oh, right.
That's a great gauntlet match.
Yeah, the one that leads to Kofi. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's good.
Kofi doesn't actually win that match, I don't think. But
no, I think he just gets he gets like hyped up and stuff.
Yeah, he was the one that did the big run through it.
So then we talked about we get the LA Knight getting attacked by Jacob Fatu. He's trying to attack Jimmy from behind, and then Jacob attacks him, takes him out. Yep. So that's good that Jacob's getting involved in that. So maybe we will get the 6-man tag match at SummerSlam. Who knows? Mm-hmm. And then we get Paul Pierce. Oh God, Paul Pierce? No, we don't get Paul Pierce.
No, keep him away.
We get Adam Pierce. All I wrote down in my notes is Pierce, so I don't know why I said Paul Pierce. We get Adam Pierce he's leaving a bunch of voicemails, trying to call somebody. We don't know who he's calling, but nobody will pick up for him. And then Bayley does a pre-tape promo about how hurt she is by Lyra's turn and how betrayed she feels. So
yeah, it was kind of a Bayley's after what they did with Lyra last week.
Yeah. Lyra did one last week.
To be fair, you couldn't even tell that was Lyra. Like, she just looks so different in that.
Maybe that's good.
Pre-tape. It was creepy. Anyway, but I want to go back to that Pierce thing real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Because one of the things I love most about all is just his subtlety. And when he walks into that scene where Pierce is on the phone, like texting somebody, and he looks at the phone, and he kind of scoffs a little, and just kind of snickers, and shakes his head, and then he tells him that he found the guy for tonight.
He's in the building.
Oh, they're just all this is just so. He's so smug,
Yeah, because he's British.
and he just looks at he just totally blows Pierce off in that moment. Where he just looks at like, who are you texting? Like, I just want to know who Pierce is texting in that
Yeah,
moment.
because he wasn't texting the person that they chose. So
who is he texting in that moment? Which Aldous is like, really? Like, I'm just picturing he's
Kevin?
like texting like, "Hey, Danhausen, are you here tonight?" Like, he's like, yeah, okay, nice.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, like, that's gonna happen. Like, how much human monies do you need, Danhausen?
And then we get another pre-tape promo about JD and Dom cutting for Saturday Night's main event about how JD's gonna grind on Danhausen. That's what he said. Then Danhausen tweeted out, he said, "Please don't grind on Danhausen."
He's gonna grind him hard.
Oh, it was so funny. But they're building up their match at Saturday Night's main event, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I think
And now for Danhausen it's main event time. Now it's time for Hayde to get hot because we get Sami Zayn making his entrance and he's waiting. He's waiting for the mystery opponent. The camera goes to the back, to the garage area. The door opens and it's revealed to be
hated every second of it.
Chicago's own
Boo.
CM Punk.
The ultimate hypocrite.
And CM Punk comes down to the ring. They have a pretty decent main event match. It's good. I mean, when you got Punk and Sammy in the match, it's going to be a pretty good match.
I hated every second.
You had some good moves where Sammy tries to hit the Blue Thunder Bomb. Punk kicks out. Sammy hits a go to sleep. Punk kicks out. Punk hits the Haluva kick. It's a bunch of stuff. They're trading back moves and stuff. And eventually, CM Punk pins Sami Zayn 1, 2, 3 and wins the WWE Championship. Hey, I'm going to let you have the floor.
I mean, I'm just going to say it right now. There's the classic line in The Dark Knight. You either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain. And CM Punk has become the very thing. If this doesn't lead to CM Punk being a heel, then they failed miserably. Because CM Punk just did the very thing that he's talked about, his entire character is hated since he started in wrestling. He just literally did that. And he gets cheered. I hate Chicago. I hate them because they ruin everything. Because they keep this freaking cancer. Keeps going. He keeps getting chances. He keeps getting opportunities. I'm sick and tired of seeing your face, Phil. Get out of here. I don't want you here anymore. I'm tired of you returning.
People were calling him.
As soon as I knew it.
They were calling him CM Hogan.
It's ridiculous. How can you, for years, say, I hate that The Rock came back and took my title. No, I hate this company. They're so stupid. They make horrible decisions. I work my butt off every day. And then you literally do the same thing to Sami Zayn. After 9 days as champion. And you come back and you blow the kiss to the camera like you did in 2011.
Yep, he did that. Yep.
Piece of crap.
He also told AJ Lee, he said, "Babe, I'm coming home. I'll be home in 20 minutes.
He's a hypocrite. He's always been a hypocrite. He only ever wants things to change. He wants to be the voice of the voiceless when it suits his needs. But as soon as it goes against his needs, then he doesn't care about anybody else anymore. I don't understand why everyone just keeps loving this guy. I don't get it. This was a total heel move. Like, this whole thing was total heel energy. If he comes out of this as a babyface, I'm going to lose my mind.
You know he's not coming out as a heel.
I don't care if this was in Chicago or not. Obviously, he's going to get cheered.
No, he's not going to get booed anywhere. You know how the crowds cheer him.
There is no way you can come out of this match, what he just did,
I don't think people see it that way. Face. I don't think people see. You're the only one that sees it that way. Well, not the only one, but
that's not true. There's been plenty.
You're in the minority about that.
No, stop it. This is getting out of hand. All I wanted when that garage door opened was
McIntyre.
A revision of what happened last time that garage door opened, and McIntyre's carrying his bloody carcass to the ring.
That was pretty cool.
I can't stand CM Punk. He's been a hypocrite forever. And we get people like John Cena called him out and told him how he's a hypocrite. We got people like Seth Rollins who told him he was a hypocrite. We got people like Roman Reigns who told us he was a hypocrite. And we don't ever listen to him. We always side with CM Punk for some reason. CM Punk has been a liar and a cheater and a horrible, horrible wrestling character since he was in Ring of Honor. This is the same guy who won the Ring of Honor title and signed his WWE contract on top of the Ring of Honor title. What? Why do we like this guy? He's not the best in the world, especially now. He couldn't sniff Sami Zayn's jockstrap right now.
Wow.
That match was not that great. I saw people say that was one of the best matches ever. What are we talking about? If we're saying that was the best match, it's because Sami Zayn carried the old man across the finish line the entire time. I just don't get what people see in CM Punk.
You know that on SmackDown, he's going to come out and he's going to get unbelievably cheered. He's going to be a good guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Him.
Let's rally, fans. Let's boo the man.
Boo that man.
All I wanted at the end of that show was for Burn It Down to come on again and have Seth Rollins just come out for no reason. I don't need a reason. I just know that he hates him. I wanted Seth Rollins to come down and just slap him in the face.
Jeez.
That's how my night should end.
He did post a picture. He put the title in the fridge like he did the first time. So
I hope his fridge shut off.
I think he's got enough money to keep his fridge on.
Sick of him.
Yeah, we know how you feel about CM Punk, but has Punk reached higher levels than Cody?
Because okay.
I didn't know you were going to have a meltdown. Well, I did.
I hate CM Punk, the character. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I hate his guts. Because CM Punk, the character, is a walking, talking hypocrisy of just lying straight to your face and being cheered. And I don't get why we do that. Because we boo all the other guys. Like, when people lie to us as wrestling fans, we hate them. And yet CM Punk lies to us every day about his whole entire story. His whole story's a lie. And yet we sit there and we cheer this guy like he's the savior of the world.
We've talked about
Disgust
this.
Me.
We've talked about this. You know the reason why people cheer him so rabidly and why he's become such a cult hero. It's because back in the day, that pipe bomb, the pipe bomb is bullcrap. He said the no-no words. He said the stuff you're not supposed to say on TV. He said the quiet part out loud.
Guess what?
In the Vince-run company. You can't say that. So that's what became, he catapulted himself into the cult classic, the voice of the voiceless.
That's stupid.
And that gave him the free ride, the free ticket for life.
So how come when other people don't do that, we didn't get on board with the same thing? Why is Punk the one we got on board with?
Because he was the first to do it, I guess? I don't know.
There's been plenty of people in history that have done that. That have talked about real things on screen. But Punk's thing was just so awesome because he said Paul.
I guess.
I don't understand
he said
why
hi, Dwayne.
Like, who? He said Colt Cabana? Congratulations.
He did say Colt Cabana, yeah.
We know who Colt Cabana is. He sucked. Scotty Goldman.
There's no reason he needs to take a stray. There's no reason.
Well, he hates Colt Cabana now too, anyway. So.
True. He does hate Colt Cabana now.
I don't get the appeal of CM Punk. I never have. I
liked him
a little
like
bit in ECW. He was fine in ECW. As soon as he got to the main scene, I just never.
You liked the Straight Edge Society.
I mean, I liked the character because he was being what he is. A heel. That guy, CM Punk should never be a face. I would like CM Punk so much better if he was always a heel. Because when you're a heel, you can be a hypocrite and it's fine. But why do we cheer this guy when he comes out here and lies all the time about things? He pretends like he's the only one that's ever had a hard time in wrestling ever. And he had to leave wrestling to make it better, to clear out the crap. When all in reality he left was because he was crying and he was selfish. And then he left, and then he tried to tear the company down from the outside.
That is true. He said a lot of bad stuff.
He could have left. He could have left, and we could have never heard from him again. No, he's
at that point he already knew AJ.
Spotlight.
He's already dating her, so he didn't.
He always had to be in the spotlight. He can't help himself. He's addicted to being in the spotlight. He sits there and cries at the contract signing when he's in the main event of WrestleMania. Oh, I finally did it. You weren't even in a title match. The only reason you're in the main event is because Roman Reigns let you.
Man.
Ridiculous. And yes, I hate him more than Cody. And then, to be fair, obviously, I'm going to preface this by saying, no, I don't hate Phil Brooks, the person. I hate CM Punk, the wrestling character. Because I think he's a walking, talking contradiction. And everyone just seems to cheer him.
CM Punk and Phil Brooks have kind of molded into the same person. It's kind of like a Ric Flair style thing.
But I'm not sitting here saying I hope Phil Brooks dies.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm just saying, like, some people would be like, oh, you're just hating him. No, I don't hate Phil Brooks, the person. He's just a person. This is a wrestling character, and I hate his guts. Now, do I think Phil Brooks, the person, is probably a douchebag? Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's what you think about Cody.
Cody Rhodes is a douchebag. That's for sure.
But the one thing about Cody is he always does the right thing for the company. He put the title on Sammy.
But this is the same thing that we were just talking about with the romances in wrestling. Just because I hate the wrestling character doesn't mean I hate the person. Just because the wrestling character is making out with another wrestling character doesn't mean they're getting divorced in real life.
Cam Hendricks, that's what his name is. That's Maxine's
don't care.
Husband.
Don't care. I hate him too now. I hate CM Punk the character. It sucks. And I don't know why people cheer for him. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why people think that he's some kind of martyr that is the one that saved wrestling, that we cheered for him when he wasn't here for 9 years. Like, what are we wasting our time with this guy for? He's never been the best. I don't know what people watch CM Punk and think, man, this guy's the best wrestler in the world. And the fact that he's arrogant enough to say he was what's even more laughable.
Well, they had the whole rivalry of him and Jericho with the best in the world stuff going on.
I could name you 20 wrestlers that are better than CM Punk right off the top of my head. I'll start off, Great Khali.
Okay, let's not get crazy. I would be on board with that if Great Khali's knees worked.
I'm just saying. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get the love for Cody either. The only thing I like about Cody is his song. If Cody came out and it was just his entrance, I would love Cody Rhodes. But then I have to watch him.
Then he has to wrestle and talk to the mic.
And I don't like it. I don't like anything about it.
All right, well, you've gotten your feelings out about Punk. Let's go on to something a little less controversial.
Sucks.
And that is NXT. Not much happened on this NXT. It was kind of just a fine show. It was just
good main event.
Yeah, good main event. Yeah, it was just a good episode. It was fine.
Yeah, they're just moving along to the next.
They're building you to the next pay-per-view, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. They're building up new contenders for Kendall Gray. You got the 3 women coming out with at the end of the match, or at the end of the night after Kendall beats whoever she wrestled, Natty. And I forgot she fought Natty for a second. And
it was a good match.
And then you're teasing the potential fights with Kalani and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, they basically use Natty as kind of that not enhancement, but building block to make her a legit champion after the win against Lola. So you're using Natty to kind of build up the resume, and then they're going to start finding that next contender for her here.
Yeah. And then you get a teaser for a backstage pre-tape with the new girl that attacked Tatum last week.
So what's that? Regina? No, I forget what it is.
I mean, hold on.
She has a new name.
They changed her name from her independent name.
It was the name that people thought they were going to rename somebody else. I can't remember who they were thinking they were going to rename.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick.
But they trademarked it, and people thought they were going to rename one of the women, and now they gave it to her. It starts with an R, I think.
It does. I think it's Raina something.
Yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
Always funny when the pictures of the copyright stuff come out and everybody's like freaking out, like, oh my god, who are they going to name this for? People are trying to speculate. Let me see if I can find it here. Where is it at? El Grande Americano was at the Mexico World Cup game. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And then the WWE retweeted the video.
Yeah, and the the
And
person.
the guy changed his name.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. They had
Let's
to
see if I
take it
can
down.
find it here. Where is it at?
That's always a good little laugh. Do you know how to use the internet?
No.
Makes sense.
Oh, I just found some where Sami Zayn, people are making fun of Sami Zayn's reign. They're feeling bad for him, and then somebody posts a picture of James Storm with the world title.
Mm-hmm. No one talks about how James Storm got screwed. That made me cry. Poor James.
Where is it at?
Betrayed by his best friend. No one talks about that anymore. You think we'd be more prepared on the show?
I know, but I thut I had her name
But
remembered.
what we're on weekly episode.
Oh,
What,
here it is. Reign of
30-something?
Vulcan.
That's what it
Vulcan.
was, yeah. We're on episode, what, 33, 34?
Reign of Vulcan.
And we still suck.
Or Vulcan, however you want to pronounce it. So,
However you want, buddy.
there you go. So she does a pre-tape and
that was worth our wait. Thank you for that.
I feel like I needed to put it in there. She does a
Thank
pre-tape
you
about
for
how she's
wasting
here
that
and
time.
she's ready to dominate all the women and stuff. And we get a fun promo with Miles Bourne. Well, Miles Bourne's not part of the promo, but Tavion Heights cuts a promo about how he was wrong and how he wants to make things right with Miles Bourne, and then the Vanity Project come out, which is I didn't think they would go that direction, but the Vanity Project come out, and Jackson Drake he's removed his shirt forever. He's not gonna doesn't wear shirts anymore.
Nope. There's no reason to.
He puts on the pants, but he doesn't wear a shirt anymore. So they come out, and then they had started attacking Tavion, and Miles comes out for the save. So we got a little bit of a redemption for Tavion, and I do think that heel turn's coming.
Oh, I think he's going to turn.
He's turning on Miles because you get that connection. They're like, oh yeah, the no quarter catch crew, they're back, baby, and then Tavion's turning on for sure, absolutely for sure.
I could see him turning, getting a good match where he eventually takes the title, and then maybe we're getting Miles going up after that. But
I'd like to see Miles Bourne versus Randy Orton. I want to see. Well, I think we already saw that, but I want to see it on the main roster.
Yeah, I thought it happened then.
I think it happened in NXT, just because they look so similar.
But, okay.
Overall, it was a pretty good episode. You get a promo from Naraku talking about how he's evil and stuff.
Yeah, he's still gonna go after D'Angelo. So,
and then Mason Rook's doing some stuff. He's trying to get in the world title picture. You
that
got
poor guy's getting so much hate.
What?
I said that poor guy's getting so much hate.
What? Because he's fat?
I mean, people just are hating on him.
Like, I haven't seen much hate. I saw at the beginning he got hate, but
fat guys live.
Oh. Well, it's because he wears a singlet. People don't think the fat guy should wear singlets like that.
All fat guys wear singlets. Just because it cuts off right at the nads?
He doesn't have the leg compression things.
He's fine. You need to have that freedom of motion.
Yeah, I like Mason. He's doing a good job. And he's kind of like in a somewhat main event storyline. He's kind of like he's teetering.
Next level. He'll get up there eventually. So.
We get we get our reveal of who the tag teams contenders are going to be, because Sean Legacy and what do they call him? DVD is like he's got a 3-letter name or 3-word name or whatever it is. I forget what his name is. Dorian Van something. I forget what his name is. He's from Belgium. But they win the tag team #1 contender match, so they're going to fight for the tag team titles. And I'm assuming they're going to beat Vanity Project, but I don't know. So overall, pretty good episode of NXT. It was
just a filler.
Yeah, they're just teasing some extra stuff. It's mainly this episode focused a lot on the women. They're teasing the women a lot.
Nothing wrong with that.
And we had Jada Parker come out and kind of tease some more stuff with Natty at the end.
Yeah, that's where they're gonna go back with Natty.
Yeah, because Jada's got to get her redemption.
They really just used Natty to build up Code Gray for an episode.
Yeah, Jada's got to get her redemption on Natty. But now it's time for our favorite segment of the week. What happened on Dynamite?
Well, let's just say that there's a new champion.
There is a new champion, and I am pretty happy about it.
I wouldn't say happy. I would say I'm glad they're giving him one last run. I think the match at All In will be better with Omega and Ospreay instead of MJF and Ospreay.
Yes. If you missed it, Kenny Omega is the new AEW World Champion. He beat MJF at Beach Break, or whatever they call that special event.
Beach Break?
which
I
was
liked
cool
it.
event. It reminded me
They
of
had
WCW.
sand everywhere.
Yeah, it reminded me of WCW when they used to do those
I liked
outdoor
it.
events.
Yeah, it was a nice little venue. It was packed.
Oh, of
So
course, yeah.
I thought they'd do this match at Redemption, and they could still do the rematch at
They might do a
Redemption.
rematch, yeah. We don't really
AEW's
know what
not
MJF's going to
huge
do.
on rematches, but I could see him doing a pretty big rematch with MJF and Omega at Redemption.
It's good for my fantasy team. I know that.
Why?
Because I got Omega. I started him.
You had Omega? Oh,
I drafted him.
because I got Cody.
Yeah.
That's right. And I got screwed.
Yeah, you lost your title match. Yeah, you didn't even get one.
Crap. I didn't think about that. Well, I got. What did I get?
You got Cody and Nemeth.
Oh, I got Nick. That's right.
You already forgot.
Yeah. Come on. Yes, of course I forgot.
And
Isn't that the theme of this show?
I got
things?
Omega and Takeshita, but Takeshita lost the title to another one of my guys in Fletcher.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got an even break there. So yeah, I'm excited. I like the Omega's champion. I think this will be his last little run.
Yeah, probably. At least main event.
To give that title back to Ospreay and kind of
mentor mentee
fading into the background.
And it's Ospreay's crowning moment in London,
in
front of a packed place. That place is gonna go crazy for him.
Maybe you get Omega that last 5-star match of his career.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of false finishes. There's gonna be a one-winged angel kick out at one. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, this show was pretty packed. You had that wasn't even the main event.
Oh, was it?
The main event ended up being Takeshita and Fletcher.
Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't even realize that.
And Fletcher ends up winning. He takes the title back to the.
We kind of thought that was going to happen too.
Yeah, and Takeshi's going to Japan to be in the G1 Climax.
Nice.
So
maybe he'll win that.
He won that a couple years ago.
That'd be good for me too.
So he's going to do that. So it kind of made sense. That's about a month. So it made sense. He might come back at All In and get another chance at the title. We also had another good. This AEW is all about your fantasy team, I think, because we also had another huge moment where they had a casino battle royal. Well, was it a casino battle royal? Let me make sure.
They usually do that at the one pay-per-view they have.
Let me make sure I say the right thing here. Yeah, it was a casino gauntlet, not a bet.
Okay.
The casino gauntlet. She returned. It was a number one contender for a match against Tekla at Redemption, which we were going really hard into thinking that it was going to be Tekla versus Mercedes at All In, but with the winner of this match, I don't know. I can see a big redemption thing here because the winner of the Casino Gauntlet was the returning Willow.
Yeah, a lot sooner than I expected.
A lot sooner than I expected, especially with the way she kind of left with the title. It seemed like she was going to be gone a while. But, yeah, she's back.
Kind of screwed me because I benched her.
You benched her. You better not hope she wins that title at Redemption.
I didn't know she was coming back. What am I supposed to do?
So you will get the points if you put her back in next month if she's still champ, but you won't get the win at the pay-per-view.
That's not. I feel like that's not my fault. I didn't know she was coming back this early.
No. See, you can't play that game in fantasy.
This isn't the Liv Morgan situation where I should have had her started for the Rumble.
This is a horrible GM.
This is horrible.
Horrible GM.
Anyway, the most likely scenario is they make it a triple threat, but
yeah, I can see it. AEW is big on pulling the upsets. Could I see Willow winning? Oh, easily.
Definitely, yeah.
I see Willow winning that match at Redemption.
But I feel like they still the main goal is to get Mercedes the title.
Oh yeah, I could see Willow winning and then losing Mercedes. I'm not saying that, but
because they went on this whole run with Mercedes when she was the belt collector. She had all these titles, but she never got the AEW world title. And then she goes on this run to lose all these titles. Everybody's beating her. She's losing all the titles. She's got nothing left. And then she wins the Owen Hart tournament. And now it's her crowning moment. But now Willow's back, so maybe that changes.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And then the one thing I'll say is the difference with AEW and WWE is AEW's way more willing to do a short title change
Mhm. Definitely more
to
will
get a
need it.
good moment than WWE is. Now WWE's been doing a lot lately with the WWE title,
Yeah, they've been bouncing that thing around.
but they are AEW's way more keen to say, yeah, Willow wins the title here and then loses to Mercedes at All In. So that wouldn't shock
Does
me.
that diminish Tekla at all?
Oh no, because she can get right back in the title picture. If she loses, there's nothing that really hurts her there. I don't think. I mean, Willow's. It's not like she lost to Maya World. I mean, Willow's one of the biggest time names that AEW's got in the women's division right now. So, no, I don't think that hurts Tekla at all. She could be right back in the title picture if she wanted to be. We also had it looks like Mercedes is joining up with Divine Dominion. So that's an interesting little side piece there of what's going to happen.
Maybe
I'm
they'll
not
help
sure.
her win.
So I don't know if she's going to use the faction to help her. I could also see that match kind of get turned into Willow versus Mercedes versus Tekla 2 at some point. And we'll see where that goes. But that's so far for Redemption is the only match they've announced is Willow versus Tekla. So we'll see what else they add to that card. But I could easily see a match where maybe it's Moxley and Ospreay versus somebody.
Ooh,
To
interesting.
kind of to keep teasing that team up. So we'll see where that leads. It's hard to tell.
Jack Perry came back, didn't he?
And Jack Perry, they had the big thing where he re-signed on live TV.
Yeah, we were wondering what was going to happen. Is he going to show up in WWE? That'd be hilarious.
So he decided to re-sign. He saw CM Punk come back on Monday. Was like, nope.
He was like, "Get me out of there."
I'm staying here. I'm staying here. So
People
he's
were
back.
making,
So that's nice.
they were teasing like what his name was going to be. They were calling him like Forest Jim or something like that.
Yeah. Yep, it wouldn't shock me. They'd do something stupid like that. So, but yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff to happen. This is probably the best week of wrestling in a long time.
Yeah, I didn't think Raw was going to be as crazy as it was.
The Raw show was great. Dynamite was great. We'll see what.
Well, we knew Dynamite was going to be great because it was a specialty show. So
yeah, but sometimes they fall flat. So they pulled it off. That Omega and MJF match was really great. So it's in the possibility match of the year.
And as we've started doing now, we are recording this before SmackDown on Friday, so we don't know. And this was not pre-taped, so we don't know what.
I was just gonna say we do know one thing. Is that Punk's gonna come out.
Yes, Punk will be there. Yeah,
we do. They did announce that, and I'm sure we'll get something from Sammy.
Oh, definitely. Sammy's probably gonna interrupt him, I would assume.
So we'll see what happens there, but we will get to hear from the champ.
Do you have any final predictions? Not final predictions, but do you have any kind of, now that we have a new WWE champion and it's not Sami Zayn, do you kind of know where they're planning for SummerSlam?
Oh, I'm thinking it's got to be Punk Cody.
So we still think it's Punk Cody, but this time it's Punk as champion.
I did see a thing where there was a little kind of pathway to SummerSlam after what happened, and I could see this. This would be my scenario. I'd like is that at Saturday Night's main event you get Sam and Cody in number one contender match.
Okay, that's not bad.
Cody beats him, so Cody gets that win back on Sammy, and then you get Punk Cody at SummerSlam.
All right, yeah.
So I can see that happening. I can see that being the kind of the way they go there.
Do we think we get more Gunther Aldis furthering?
I mean, they better do that match. If they end up doing anything else, I'm going to be pretty mad. I mean, it makes the most sense. You teased it for so long, and now you're not going to do it. I don't get why you would do that. So,
I think
you got to do that. And then, the other thing we need to talk about was if Rhea is actually going to be there or not. So.
Oh, right. She's still injured. We don't know what's going on with her. There's been really no updates.
Hopefully, we'll find out more about that. There was a thing I was reading too that said maybe if she has to vacate, they end up doing the Jade Charlotte match as a vacant title match.
Who would you think wins that if that's the case?
I would think Jade, because Charlotte really has been the main event.
I was
in like the last year and a half. I mean, I could see Charlotte winning.
She's been talking about getting this title, this 15 title or whatever it is. She's been talking about it forever. like since she's been back. So
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, but it's also okay, she wins, but then when Rhea comes back, are you doing Rhea Charlotte? Is Charlotte gonna go heel? Is Rhea gonna go heel?
I don't really
I
want
mean, I
Rhea
don't
as a
know.
heel unless she's doing
So like,
something
are you
dumb.
if she's coming back, are you doing I think it would make more sense to have it be Jade, and then she's coming back to take her title back from Jade than
Yeah, the title she never
from
lost. Yeah.
Charlotte. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if she's
And
going
you
to
still
vacate
got
it
the
or
whole
not.
EO of it. Oh, no, actually, don't, because she's fighting Liv. That's right.
No,
Never
she's
mind.
going to.
I
She's
forgot
fighting.
about that.
So nice try,
Sorry.
throwing EO in there. But yeah, I mean, she doesn't have to be at SummerSlam and vacate. She had no match anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not that big a deal. But it's like, if she's going to keep being out for so long, what are you really going to do with that title? Because like that's one of my biggest pet peeves is like, why do some people get to just be out for a while with the championship, and then some people have to vacate?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah,
makes no
makes it,
sense.
like Seth
Like
could have
why
just kept the title.
Stephanie? Like when Stephanie got to sit out, you know, she
True.
sat out for like what, a month and a half, and didn't have
Liv's
to vacate.
sitting down. She's not doing anything.
But then what's her face? Why am I blanking on the last one that vacated?
Well, Rhea's vacated before when she had the facial
Well,
injury, the
yeah,
nose injury.
and then Liv vacated, didn't she?
I
At one
think
point
so. I think she
last
vacated.
year, a year ago.
She might have.
I can't remember. Anyway, it just seems like some people get to
I think
just
the only
keep
way
it.
the way they determine it is they figure out how long you're going to be out, and they also say, do we have any plans for you? So Stephanie, they had plans for, so they kept her with the title,
Yeah, just
and
I
she
don't
probably wasn't
know.
going to be out as long as or like it wasn't going to be a bad injury.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. It seems like they're just whatever. Let's just keep the title on her because it's convenient. So, I mean, it's sad that Rhea's defended that more recently than Liv has. So, and Liv's been around the whole time.
Oh, Liv
So
Morgan,
I just
Olivia
don't get it.
Morgan.
I just don't get it.
She is cursed.
She's something.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we wrap up?
I did want to throw out a fun fact of the
Okay.
day. This was the first week since January of 1999
Oh man,
that
I wasn't
the two major companies the titles changed hands on free television.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
The last time was the Mankind win
Oh yeah.
and the Finger Poke of Doom.
Oh, that happened same week.
Same week. That's why it died.
I don't know if I ever realized that.
That was the big. That was why when he says that would put a lot of butts in the seats, and then you have the embarrassing moment of the Finger Poke of Doom. That was all tied into why the ratings flipped.
I don't know if I ever realized that was on the
Yep.
same week.
So that was same day.
That's pretty cool.
So
Now we got CM Hogan. It all comes full circle.
now we get Punk and Omega coming out and doing that. So
That's pretty cool. I like that.
that's a big time thing that happened this week. So
Oh, how the
don't
wrestling
take that
world has
for-
changed since 1999.
Don't take that for granted. This doesn't happen often, where world titles are getting changed hands on free television. So
Well, AEW, it happens a lot more.
yeah, I think they like to do it because they know how hard it is for them to get the pay-per-views.
Well, I heard somebody say that Tony Khan has done interviews where he said that they do that more often on free TV because they want to give people a chance because they know that people can't buy the pay-per-views all the time.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
That they want to give them a chance to see something cool on free TV. And also, they know that if they give that stuff to people on free TV, then they're going to buy the pay-per-views to see what happens with the big stuff.
Yeah, so it makes sense. It's just, this has been a pretty crazy little week we've had.
Yeah, for a week that we just thought was going to be a regular week is kind of crazy.
Yep, they're pulling out all the stops right now. So, especially in that summertime, and these shows, especially right now, they know what they're going up against. They're going straight up against this World Cup that's going on, and it's taken a hit on a lot of these shows. When I've been looking at some of the rating stuff, some of these Monday shows when there's been a night game, World Cup game.
Well, the USA game was on same night as Raw. It was on Monday.
So it's just
I was
hits
watching
hard
both.
for some of these things. So both were trash.
Well,
fun
Raw
stuff.
wasn't bad if you're not a punk or if you're a punk fan.
Yeah. Moral of the story: don't like CM Punk.
Last thing I want to ask you before we wrap up here: do you think Cody shows up on SmackDown?
Yeah, I think it. I think they're going to set up the. I mean, Saturday night's main event's next weekend,
Whoa.
so it's next Saturday. So I see it this being kind of set up to that. Maybe Punk comes out, then Sammy comes out, then Cody comes out, and
Then Gunther comes
kind
out.
of they kind of argue, and then it ends up being he makes the match at Saturday night's main event. Cody Sammy number one contender match, and then we find out who's going to fight Punk at SummerSlam.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that'd be my idea. That would be my way to go with it.
That's probably
And
how
I
they do
don't
it.
know. And I don't know why you wouldn't go Cody Punk.
Yeah, you got to go Cody Punk.
I mean, I feel bad for Sammy, but like,
Sammy
why
can have his
wouldn't
crash out and he can go do something else.
you just had a triple threat match? You're not doing that again.
No. Not back to back.
No, you can't do it back to back. So you have to do something. So I would love to see Sammy go to the back, and maybe after he loses the Saturday Night's Main Event, comes out that next SmackDown, and is having a crash out, like where he finally completely turns and has this whole crash out moment, and then that snaps Gargano back.
Yeah, we keep
sanity,
wanting Johnny to come out of this.
and he just totally tells off Sammy, and maybe
Although
Sammy beats him up.
Sammy did finally acknowledge Candace, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, and maybe he comes out, snaps out of it, and tells Sammy off after he's listened to him complain this entire time.
I'd love
And
for
then
Johnny
Sammy
to
lays him
finally
out,
do
and
something.
that leads to a match at SummerSlam. I wouldn't mind.
I do
those
like
two.
the planking gimmick. I always smile when the camera pans to him, but
It's tapped out.
it's starting to age out a little bit.
It's been since February.
Has it been
It's-
since
it's-
February? Is that when Ciampa
Yeah.
left?
That's when Ciampa left.
That's crazy.
So it's done.
Yeah,
So-
I do still smile when the camera pans to him, but
So snap out of it, Johnny, and you
Yeah.
get a good match against Sammy.
I want to see Johnny wrestling back. We got a little taste when he went down to NXT and fought Miles Bourne, and people thought that was going to be what snapped him out of it, and that probably should have been honestly what snapped him out of it. But now
Yeah.
you got this whole Sammy thing, so maybe that's what does it.
I just think that would make the most sense. You give them a match, you're going to get a good wrestling match out of that, and then Sammy can move on to whatever he's going to do next. So
Yeah, we need Johnny wrestling back.
because I don't know what's happening after SummerSlam. I was looking at today at the pay-per-view schedule, and there's not much going on. You got that Saturday night's main event, then you got SummerSlam, then you got one Saturday night's main event in September, and then you have Money in the Bank in October,
That's a late or a Money in the Bank.
and then you got Survivor Series. That's it for the year.
That's a
I
really
don't-
late Money in the Bank.
So
Wow.
I don't know. Well, because Money in the Bank
It's-
was going to be in September and it got moved.
Are they doing it because they're doing it in Louisiana? So they're doing like a spooky theme.
I don't know. Yeah, because they're going to be in New Orleans. So I don't know what they're going to do. But then what I'm wondering is, are they going to throw in Crown Jewel here?
Oh, that's
To do
right.
the
You gotta have the
title versus
titles.
title
Yeah,
match?
the Crown Jewel titles.
They don't have that.
We could get a
announced yet,
Punk
so I don't
Roman.
know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you might get Punk Roman rematch.
I just thought about the Punk Roman Crown Jewel
Mhm.
title. Seeing Punk or Roman hold that big giant title up would be hilarious.
Yeah. So you could have Punk Roman.
But they might not do it because what
Rematch.
happens with Rhea? We can't have Rhea fight Liv. That's not.
Or
They
you'd hope
can't do
she'd
it
be back by then. Why can't you have Rhea and Liv fight?
because they can't have that at Crown Jewel. That match
Who'd they
deserves
have
more than.
last year?
I don't remember.
Stephanie
It was.
and who?
Is it
Jade?
Io?
I think it was Jade.
Maybe it
I
was
think
Jade.
it was Stephanie versus Jade.
I don't remember.
I think Jade.
Or was it
won.
Tiffany?
Oh yeah, it might have been Tiffany versus Stephanie, and Stephanie won. I can't remember. That's how much those mean.
I know Stephanie won it. I do remember that
But
because the title
it's not
looks so big
announced
on it.
yet, so I would feel like that would have to come in September. That'd have to be the next pay per view after.
You'd think so, but maybe they're
After
not going to do it. Maybe they're
SummerSlam.
going to forget about those titles because nobody cares about them.
I don't know if they've announced it yet because of the whole Money in the Bank turmoil that happened. But
What happened with that?
I mean, the date got moved.
Oh, okay. I thought something else
So
happened.
I don't know if they just didn't announce it because they didn't know when they were going to do it because of Money in the Bank. I don't know.
Maybe.
But Crown Jewel's usually a Saudi show anyway, or
True.
at least a foreign show. I think last year was in Australia. So
Was it? Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
right, because it was Perth.
yeah. So I don't know where they're going to do it this year. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Who really knows? Who really cares? Those titles are
But
giant anyway.
the thing is, though, is my main point of this was like, I feel like SummerSlam's almost like the end. Because really, what are you doing? You're going to Money in the Bank, and then you're getting the War Games. Like, this is like the last time I feel like this year where we're getting a big time main event matches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get many like big time matches. You're going to get like the Crown Jewel matches if they do Crown Jewel. You might get a decent world title match at Money in the Bank, and then Survivor Series you're going to get some form of War Games.
I guess it all depends on who they have in the Money in the Bank match, who we think's going to win
Yeah.
that. So
So it feels like SummerSlam's going to be like that. Okay, this is you're getting your last big time matches of the year, SummerSlam, and then we're going to kind of ride out the rest of 2026. So we'll see what happens. I could be wrong, but it's going to be interesting. That's for sure.
well, that has been our weekly episode recap. A lot of stuff happened this week. It was pretty crazy. A lot of
It was a
title
good week.
changes, main title changes, all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool too. It helped me out with my fantasy, so I'm happy about that.
Great.
Helps me pull a little bit closer. That's always
Should
good.
have went with Omega over Cody. I screwed myself. I should.
Well, I mean, Cody was projected to take that title, so it's not a bad idea
I
to go
should
with
have
him.
known they'd swerve.
But we kind of, it was almost a guarantee that Kenny was going to win. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave us a like, leave us a comment here on Spotify, follow us on Spotify, subscribe to us on YouTube, and then follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter to keep up with all the news around wrestling and all that kind of stuff and news about what we're doing on the channel here in the next couple of weeks and stuff.
Yeah,
So
we do. We do
Oh.
have our next show.
oh, little tease.
Our next show is our 1 year anniversary show,
Whoa.
which will also be our first show that we do. What would you call that? Video?
Yeah.
Like, what do
you
you
can say
call
that.
that? Or what,
With,
like, what
on
do you call
camera.
it?
Just
On camera. I didn't want to say live. It's not going to be live, but
we'll show our faces.
on camera. So,
Although you probably already know what we look like, but still.
I mean, I would hope so. We're in the freaking poster page.
Well, you are. I'm not. I
graphic
got
thing.
Kane's mask in.
That's for the best. For the best. But so we got a lot of fun things going. We got some a game, a little brother versus brother game. We're gonna spend. We really came into this show. We went full force. Our very first episode was the bracket madness, and then we kind of just kept doing different things. We never really took a show to introduce ourselves and kind of give you our backstories. So that's what we're going to do with the 1 year anniversary show. We're going to kind of give you a little deep dive into us, kind of give you a little bit of like, oh, you know, our favorite wrestlers, favorite matches, all that kind of stuff. You know, we're going to do a Mount Rushmore little thing. Just kind of give you a deep dive into like why we started watching wrestling, you know, what our favorite things are. We'll have some surprises, stuff like that. It's going to be a really fun show. So that will be our next big time show we're putting out there. And then we were also planning on doing a best of show for the first year. So keep a lookout for that too. I think that's going to come out next week as well. And yeah, we're excited to celebrate our 1 year anniversary doing this show. And hopefully you guys are excited to celebrate with us. So.
Woo! All right. Well, we hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.